Namaste, beloveds. It's Mother with Wisdom, Valerie Ames, and I just feel um, motivated to do a reading. So that's what I'm going to do. Um, I am just getting back from the doctor, so I am so full of energy right now. I have reached the goal weight that I wanted to be at before I start my next goal, um, which is getting ready to be set um, and met. I must say I'm looking forward um, to what's coming because it's just been very exciting lately. I must say, the hermit in me has missed the quiet, missed you know not being in the storm, so to speak, or having to watch the storm swirl around you. Um, it just is what it is, beloveds. This is the time of the shift. This is the time that we are stepping into our most highest frequencies and understanding that I can vibrate higher. I can raise my frequency just with what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, and who I am being, how I am being, what I'm being, and where I'm being that. And that will all take us into the multidimensional aspects of ourselves. And I really believe I found, let me stop fidgeting, grounding. What I have found for myself lately is that when you start doing the multidimensional um, traveling and shifts and understanding that energy within yourself and understanding that you have access to it at all times, your world completely changes. Your knowledge of yourself completely changes. And it is a maturing, it is a spiritual maturing, it is a spiritual expansion. It is also us accepting where we are, where we have been, and telling the universe that we're ready for the next phase of our life. And it's a very beautiful thing, beloveds. Many, when you don't want to live, that means you're not present. That means you're checking out. That means the world is too painful to you. That means that you have given up hope on yourself, given up hope on the world, given up hope, period. And beloveds, I just want to say, um, as someone who has been there, as someone who has talked people off of that cliff, as one who is non-judgmental of feelings and how deep feelings can be and how deep we travel inside of those feelings, know that you're finding yourself. Know that you're seeking yourself. Know that you are worth the journey. You are worth the trip. You are worth the trouble. And don't let this world punk you. Don't let this world frighten you. Don't let this world upset you. When it does, because oh baby, it will. When it does, find ways to soothe yourself. Find ways to ground yourself. Find ways to protect yourself, to make yourself safe in whatever situation, whatever environment that you find yourself in, and understand that your greatest ally and your greatest enemy is your mind. So you want to train your mind. You want to master your mind. You want to master yourself. In order to do that, beloveds, we really need to look inside and look at how we act and how we react, how we reply to someone, not what they did. A lot of times when we do reflections, we go back and we look at what other people did so that we can be right. You're not, how can I say this? It's easier, there we go. It's easier to reflect upon yourself. It's easier to reflect upon your senses, upon where you stand and where you were in that now moment of whatever happened. And for you to be able to identify those moments, because those moments are patterns, those moments are behaviors, those moments are habits if they are repeating. And beloveds, we are here to learn about ourselves. So it is only natural for you to reflect. Reflect upon where you've been, reflect upon where you want to go, reflect upon where you are in this now moment. And the only way you can do that is by looking at you, not looking at how somebody else sees you or what somebody else thinks about you or what somebody else, how they judge you. No, you have to be present. It's your life, it's your feelings, it's your heart, it's your mind, it's your eyes, it's your reason, it's your logic. They're your feelings, they're your thoughts, they're your desires. And you are worthy to express them. You are worthy to carry them. You are worthy to put faith in them. You are worthy to manifest the hell out of them, baby. All you got to do is ground, center, and know yourself. Ground, center, and know yourself. Ground, center, focus, know yourself. And make that a habit. Because, beloveds, I've found out with my own recent hibernation and withdrawal and just deep introspection um, on my part, I found that we disassociate from ourselves a lot, and we tend to want to please others when we do that. And by doing that, a lot of times we deny our own natural instincts, our own natural feelings, our own natural reactions because we don't want to be judged, you know? And you have to get to the point where the judging is, it doesn't trigger you anymore. It doesn't faze you anymore. Let them judge. Who are they? Are they God? Are they Big Mama? No. Do they feed you? Do they take care of you? Do they buy your clothes? Do they hold you and comfort you when you're sad? Do they calm you down when you're pissed off and ready to just become Godzilla and go stomping through the world? No. Then why do you care what they think? Why do you care what they say? Let them. Let them have it. If that's what they need to feel whole, be whole within yourself to not accept their judgment. Because if it affects you, that means you're accepting it. That means a part of you is still accepting this. A part of you is saying, I like you. I love you. How can you judge me like that? How can you think about me like that? How can you feel about me like that? I don't feel about you like that. I don't think about you like that. We're different. We are so different. Even when we mirror each other, even when we are soulmates, we are different expressions. And you have to allow the differences. You have to allow the diversity. You have to allow the sun in, not just on you, but in you. Okay, let's get to this. In getting my decks ready, um, I'm going to shuffle on camera simply because I've been looking at a lot of videos lately and tarot readings. And some of the, well, I don't want to go into that's judging. They have their own way of doing it, but I found that some are just repeating the card layouts and repeating what was said by someone else verbatim. Verbatim. Do you know how sacred divination is? Do you know what you do to your energy? How you lower it? By pretending or by mimicking what somebody else did while they were in spirit? That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. And I'm being told that again, there are many ways, Valerie. So I have to stop my judgment on trying to put my little 2 cents on the stuff. So I'm just going to shut up and let it be what it is and trust that, you know, everybody out there knows what this world is. This is not, everybody is not your friend. Everybody does not have your best interest at heart. People will smile in your face, and you know how the rest goes. Let me move on, beloveds. Like I was saying, um, I got my cards already, take them out the boxes and so forth, but I'm going to shuffle them on deck. This particular card right here is Roadrunner. And again, I apologize for my, and you can't even see it. Sorry, can't see it, but it's Roadrunner. And it says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. And it would not come out of the box. I had to go in and I was shaking it and it would not come out the box. I had to manually take it out of the box. So it wanted to be read. 102, which is a 3. And I haven't seen Roadrunner before, but it's interesting that it got caught in the box and wouldn't want to come out. And I've been being told by my guides that I am way too serious. I've taken spiritual maturity to another level where it was where I needed to be, but now I need to relax a little bit and enjoy, so to speak. And so I'm not surprised that this card showed up. Here we go, beloveds. It's so tempting to view life in all of its many manifestations, permutations, and variations as something to be taken quite seriously. Yet, this is exactly the opposite of what you need to do right now. No matter what the situation, look for the humor in it. It may take time to find something, but if you look for it with this attitude in mind, you begin to see the absurdities and ironies inherent in whatever shows up in life. Aho, ashe, 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 amen. Even in the seemingly dark circumstances, maintaining a healthy sense of humor about most experiences causes you to be lighter in spirit, to smile unabashedly, and to appreciate life that much more. Turn that scowl upside down by doing what makes you openly laugh. Of course, there are certainly times that require a more serious demeanor. Tragedies or traumatic experiences don't call for cheerfulness and humor. When these events occur, appropriate social restrictions apply that demand the expression of emotions congruent with the circumstances. However, these instances are temporary, and like all things will soon pass. Other than these kinds of situations, life's ironies and absurdities abound. Rather than feeling personally victimized by these vagaries, take a deep breath, see the humor in this situation, and have a good laugh. Associations with Roadrunner. Speed, agility, multitasking, intelligence, adaptability, laughter, humor, ingenuity, flexibility, toning, communication, courage, self care, and balance. And if you grew up with, like I did, watching Bugs Bunny and all of that, and Wile E. Coyote, you know the Roadrunner was a hot mess, okay, when it came to dealing with that coyote, that trickster, and beloveds, in Native American um, knowledge and wisdom, if you look at these two animals, you'll be amazed at the wisdom that they bring um, to you. And I wanted to pull another animal card. Like I said, that one was just stuck in the. Being told to get the bottom card. Snow leopard. Snow leopard. Let's see what snow leopard says. And I'm gonna try to show it again but this old computer, boy. And I'm trying not to complain about it because it does let me do what I need to do. So, snow leopard is 111, 111. 111. See here. Take some time out from your usual life and spend it in solitude. It can be difficult these days to spend time in solitude, to unplug, get off the electric grid, and find a quiet place in or near nature. Yet, it's important to do so at this time. Turn off the phone, computer, and television, if only for a few hours. Although you may feel a little anxious and restless when you first do so, these feelings will pass. Use the time for contemplation and meditation. It's not, it's not isolation, it's solitude. Solitude is a conscious and loving choice to be alone for a period of time, while isolation is a habitual and reflexive coping pattern to avoid discomfort and intimacy. If possible, take a full day by yourself and just do whatever you feel like doing. Whatever length of time you spend in solitude, be sure to write as often as you can in your journal. If you should feel guilty or anxious about the thought of doing this, or even while you're actually doing it, use your breath to help you. Relax as much as you possibly can. During the period of alone time, remind yourself to breathe and relax. Whenever you notice your breathing becoming shallow, take 3 or 4 slow, deep breaths and watch how your tension and anxiety dissipate. Enjoy the feeling of having the sacred space of solitude surrounding you, and remember, you're never really alone. Um, Associations with the snow leopard. Solitude. self-reliance, balance, silence, stealth, confidence, determination, perseverance, containment, sensitivity, intuition, reliability, mysterious, integration, and shamanism. And that is going to do it for that these cards, for the animal messenger cards. I am going to pull from um, Getting into the Vortex, and that is by Abraham Hicks. And I'm just going to pull, well, we'll see. We will see. We will see. We will see. Okay, Mama just gave us 3. 21, which is a 3. I hate that you can't see these cards. A belief is only a thought I keep thinking. I'm sorry. Hold on, beloveds. I'm looking at something. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are a total of 11 eyes on here. This is a deep cookie card. Okay, let me just get to it. A belief is only a thought you keep thinking. A belief is only a thought you continue to think. A belief is only your habit of thought. It's only a practiced thought. A belief is only a thought that you think a lot. So if a belief is only a thought that you keep thinking, and you keep thinking a thought that is in opposition to what you want, then the reason you don't get what you want is because you keep thinking a thought that's in opposition to what you want. You know, that's been coming up so much in these readings. And although these are general readings, I find myself in them so much. Um, it's like almost as though I'm reading for myself out loud. This one, you know, when in learning to manifest, you really have to learn to focus on what you want. And when those thoughts of what you do not want or what you don't want to happen come because they're used to rising, push them back down and push them back down, or just tell them no, you know, or learn to have intimate conversations with yourself when that voice chimes in that it's not going to happen. You're that's not going to. Oh, say, oh yes it is. Watch, watch. Yes it is. And you keep thinking, yes it is, and you keep moving forward with yes it is. Yes I am. I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to make this happen. I am going to do this. I am going to be in the flow of this infinite possibility. Put yourself there. Know that you're there. Know that miracles happen in that space. And that is what this card is. And all these eyes, these 11 eyes, those are multidimensional things. And this one here, this is an eye right here in the gut. Low on storage space again. But, beloved, this is an eye in the gut. And this is what you want to focus on. This is what you want to believe. This is what you want to empower. Okay. The next one, and I'm going to have to cut this short because my computer is low on space. This is 52, which is a 7. Feeling negative emotions means I'm launching requests. Wow. As more people observe hardship and strike a tense, resistant pose, and therefore disallow their own well being, others use them as their reason to do the same. And in a very short time, a very negative pattern of resistance can sweep through your population. The good news in this scenario is that in every moment that every person is feeling negative emotion about the economic state, vibrational requests for more abundance are launched, and those requests are heard clearly and responded to immediately by Source. The last card is number 7, and my thoughts join a powerful swirling vortex of attraction. In the same way that the law of attraction is responding to the thoughts, words, and actions that you are offering here in your physical reality, the law of attraction is always responding powerfully to your vibrational reality. When the law of attraction, the universal manager of all vibrations, responds to the clarity of vibration offered by your expanding inner being, the result is a powerful, swirling vortex of attraction. And beloveds, when you can, how can I say this? When you can focus and tune in on the frequencies and the vibrations of the law of attraction, you begin to use it as a tool. You begin to ground yourself and you begin to say what you want to attract. Even as just a mantra. You begin to see what you want. If you want paradise, start seeing. Start seeing the beauty. Start seeing the possibility. Start seeing the hope. Start being the hope. And that is going to do it for this reading, and I will, like I said, do another video. I just have to be aware of the time on this, and it is what it is, beloveds. So thank you so much for watching. I hope everything that was shared, 2727, wow, that's 99. um 18, which is another 9. That's 3 nines. It's completion. Okay. Everything is going good, beloveds. You are where you're supposed to be, even if it hurts. Even if it's down on that floor, even if it's on that ground. That's where you need to be. You fell down there. Get up. Get up. You can do it. Get up. Dust yourself off and start again. 1 2 1 2. Keep trying. Keep going for what you want. This is about you. This is about loving you. This is about getting to know you. This is about empowering you. This is about you doing your part in this life, in this world, just by being the best you that you can be. That's all you need to do. Be the best you can be. That's it. And understand that best you that you can be is going to keep shifting. It's going to keep changing because you're going to achieve certain things. And then you have to up your game. You're upgrading your abilities to connect, to be. So that's it, beloveds. I just want to say again, namaste. And I love you and I'm grateful for this journey. Even when I'm kicking and screaming and having tantrums and cussing people out and, as y'all want to say, blaming everybody and all kind of stuff, we're only human. You know, we're on at our core, we're human, and we're learning how to be more human, and we're learning how to allow our humanness not to shame us, not to make us feel guilty, but to allow the frailty that is being human, to allow the vulnerability that is being human. to allow the fears that exist because you are human, to need unconditional love, validation, and expression. You need to speak, you need to be heard. These are basic needs. And the more we understand our basic needs as human beings and respect them within ourselves and respect them within others, even if they're different, it's where we need to be, beloveds. It's where we're heading for this, what many are calling a new earth kind of um, deal, where it says you have to be born again. This is the whole rebirthing process, is learning yourself in this manner and being okay that you're in your crawling stage, or you still are too brand new to even be put down on that ground to crawl. You still need to be held, you know. We're all in different stages. And sometimes we can be in the running stage, fall down, and revert right back to, nah, pick me up and hold me. I don't want to get on that floor no more. You know. So it allow yourself to be. Change is the only thing you can really trust, baby. Okay? It's change. Everything is gonna change. And you have to be adaptable. And you have to be able to go with the flow. And you have to, if it's overwhelming you, you need to know how to take your time out, and just disconnect, unplug, like the cards were saying, put distance, put walls and barriers until you're ready again to say, okay, I've had my solitude, I've grounded myself in my spirit, I've conversed with my ancestors, I've healed what needs to be healed. Let's go. Let's go at it again. Let's dance. Let's live. Let's love. Let's be. Let's become. So that's it, beloveds. Namaste.